You are welcome today. You can see I have succeeded in lighting up this place, my environment, you know. I've succeeded in lighting up my whole environment, the places I wanted to light up. You can see it is like night here, but the whole place is light up. You can see it. So let's go to weather and bring it back to day. So this is the daytime. You can see it. So when you bring it to night, whichever way the place is still, whichever dark, whichever way it is dark, you see it is light. Light is showing everywhere, and you can see your road and every other thing. And when you come today, so let's now go to, and you can see that the light is even showing. The little light is showing, just to tell you. So, so let's now go back to our and see how we are going to fix trees. We go back to objects. This object, you can see nature here. Click nature. You can double click nature. When you double click nature, you can see different kinds of trees. You can see different kinds of trees. You can also see the palm trees, different kinds of palm trees. You can see these ones. These are also different kinds of palm trees. It depends on the one you want to use. You know, these are different kinds of rock too. You can see different kinds of rock in case of if you want to use any of the stones or the rock. So they are there for you to use. They are there for you to use. So this is also flower. This is also flower to plant. You can see different types. So it depends on the one you want to use. And you can see that. So let's see how we plant, we put our trees, put our flowers, different kinds of flowers. So they are all there. Let's see how we are going to. Let me remove this first. And go to uh, let's go to nature first and see what nature gives us. We have water here, we have heights, ocean, things, and the rest of it. So we go back to our objects. So this is the tree. So let me rotate this and bring it to normal. Bring it to where I want to put my trees. So let me plant some palm trees. Let me use palm. Let me show you why I prefer using Lumion trees than Revit material tree. I click to this. Wait, let me delete this. Okay. I think there's a Lumion tree I left here. There's a Lumion tree. Okay, I didn't leave any Lumion tree here. Okay. I'll show you that anyway in the other plan. But let's take this. This where I want to plant my palm tree. I plant one of my palm tree here. I've planted it here. I will scale, select it, you select it. You can increase it. If you don't like the height and you want to increase it, you can click on it and increase it. If you hate the height and you want to reduce it, you can also reduce it. So let's leave it this way. Let's leave it this way. I prefer it this way. So we move it just the same way we did with this light. So we move it to this place. Click to your alternative and also copy it to another. Means you have gotten two here. You can also go back to your palm tree again. Instead of using this one, maybe we get this one. Plant here. Plant it here. See, it is too much. So I just move it. And depends on the tree you want to use. You know, I reduce it. Reduce it. Reduce it. Depends on the tree you want to use. Whichever one you say is best for you. So now I go back again and I use this. Use this here. So I like this. I feel it is too close. So I think this is it. Now you go back to your tree again. Use flower. Let's use flower. I want to use this flower. I want to use this one. Let me use flower and decorate here. So it depends on how you want to use your flower, you know. Put your flower to cover every space. So maybe I finished with this and I want to use other flowers again. And I click, let's use this color. So this is it. So this is what it does. Let's now check it out and see how it looks like. Okay, look at. Let me show you something. This tree, this Lumion tree and flower, you can see it is a little bit. It's like breeze. It's shaking. The breeze is shaking it. But when you import from Revit directly, it won't look as real as this. It won't be shaking. It will just be still. It will not. It will still look real and it will be greenish anyway. But it will not be as real as this. It won't be shaking as this. Like, let's go back. I think there's some flowers I left here from our Revit. There's some flowers I imported here from the Revit. Let's go and check the flowers. This is Revit's. This is Revit flower. You can see how it's look. It is not shaking. The breeze is not blowing it. It's not shaking. But when I import this flower, when I bring in this flower, you can see how the flower is shaking. You can see how it is shaking. But this is not shaking. This is not shaking and it's not looking real. So that's the difference. That's why I like it. That's why I like using flowers and tree in Lumion. You know. But when it comes to street lights and other things, Sometimes I even like using my car from Revit because we have some realistic Revit cars, you know. So it's best you sometimes you import from Revit, you change it to colonial file and import it directly from Revit. But you don't import the car with your full drawing if you want to move your car, except if you just need a picture or you just want a video that the car may not be moving. If you want your car to move, if you are importing from Revit, you have to import it differently, just like the way we did with the gates. You understand? So whatever you want it to move in Revit, you have to import it differently. You understand? Or you change it to colonial file, import it differently, or you can use the Revit, the Lumion material on it in this Lumion. Other version, I think other version of Lumion like Lumion 8, 10, 12 may have a better materials and objects, you know. But we are using Lumion 6 for now. With time, we will go into Lumion 10, 12, and others to see the difference in whatever it is. Though I know there is a lot of difference in it. I have used them and I know there is a lot of difference. But why we are using this Lumion 6 to for this lecture is for those that cannot buy the system that is more than 4 gig, and you know when you have a smaller system, it can take this and it will not always it won't hang your computer. When you put a bigger Lumia like Lumia 10, 12, you may not be able to use it with your system. That's why we are using this for now. In time we will go for others too. So let's see if we use another flower. Let's get to this flower. Get to this flower. You can see just plant it around to mix with this one. So you can see it. Go back, you go to this, click on this, you go back. So this is, let's use this and make it a little bit red. So this is, you won't plant it too much. So you go here. Produce it. Produce. This is how to bring in your flowers.